Now, when this movie was announced, I was not interested. I'm like, Disney live action remake, retelling of old blah, yeah, not interested. But I gave it a watch anyway. And I gotta say that it wasn't actually that bad. I was actually impressed by Cruella. Hey everybody, thank you so much for being here. My name is Brandon, aka the BrandoCritic, and my service will be pointing you in the direction of movies worth checking out. So if that interests you, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I really do appreciate all the support, and so do my partners at Movie Scene Canada. Make sure you check them out as well. The link will be in the description box below. But today, I'm here to tell you whether or not Cruella is worth a watch. And like I said in the beginning, Disney live action remakes are not really my thing. I enjoy them for what they are, and I really do hate that term, but, you know, I enjoyed my one watch with Aladdin. I enjoyed my one watch of Beauty and the Beast, Mulan, whatever, but again, they're not that impressive. Cruella, on the other hand, I think has a statement, and I think it actually is worth watching. And a big reason for that are the two leads, the two Emmas, if you will, Emma Stone and Emma Thompson. First of all, Emma Stone's British accent is phenomenal. And you know what? You might get some British woman in the comments saying, you know, it's the worst accent she'd ever heard. I digress. As a Canadian guy who does not know any better, I thought she did a great job with the accent. But overall, I thought she was a great lead. She had spunk, she had personality, she had gravitas. And not only that, but she was sympathetic, right? She actually had a backstory. Hit me in the feels a little bit. This character of Cruella de Vil worked. And she has great chemistry with her two friends, Jasper and Horace, which of course end up being her henchmen in the original 101 Dalmatians cartoon. All three of them have great chemistry. I was laughing at the jokes. I'm like, I like these characters. Now what about the villain? Emma Thompson, she also does a great job. And you can just tell that Emma Thompson is just loving every single moment that she's on screen. I think she's one of my favorite actresses, and she's pulling off her own Meryl Streep in Devil Wears Prada here. She's not as unlikable as Meryl Streep in that movie, but she has a lot more fun with the role. Now, the biggest complaint that I have with most of the Disney live action remakes is that they bring nothing new to the table. They're an exact retelling of the story. Now, of course, this is a new story of the origins of a famous villain, but I believe that the story and the presentation in this film was, the best word I can find is snappy. For a large portion of it, it feels like a music video. There's a ton of montages. The soundtrack is incredible. And unlike Suicide Squad, where it feels very forced, this movie, I feel like the soundtrack really fits the narrative and the story. Because this movie takes place in 1970s Britain, and during that time you have like the punk rock culture, the rebelling against the man, and that totally fits the Cruella de Vil character, right? She is a fashion designer and she's working for Emma Thompson's character, who is, I don't want to use the word standard, but she's the normal fashion designer. Of course she's eccentric and she has all these crazy designs, but Cruella, you know, to quote Judy Greer from 13 Going on 30, fashion suicide. Just this whole movie is stylish, it has energy, it has spunk, it's infectious. And I've said this a couple times in other videos, you know, there's not many stories to be told anymore in Hollywood. I get that. But you can tell me the same story over and over and over again, but package it differently. And I think the whole 1970s rebel punk rock scene and the music video approach to filmmaking and the whole fashion suicide style makes Cruella, you know, stand apart from other movies like this. So for an official rating, I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm giving Cruella a 4 out of 5. I did not expect to give this movie that high of a rating going in. I'm like, oh, it's another Disney live action retelling of a classic character. I just haven't been the biggest fan of these types of movies, but I think this movie has that stylish energy that I want to see from a movie like this. So I really enjoyed it. Time will tell, you know, how many times I rewatch this movie. There are a lot of movies to rewatch. And, you know, I thought about, hey, if I like this movie, would I like Maleficent? Might be pushing it a little bit. That trailer was, ooh. But whatever your thoughts are, let me know them down in the comment section down below. And again, guys, thank you so much for sticking to the end of the video. If you guys like videos like this, then definitely hit like and subscribe. I really do appreciate every single one of you, and I appreciate all the support, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.